Get yourself into a nice, comfortable position. You can be sitting down or lying down. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And as you exhale, allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Arms are heavy and relaxed. The hands are resting where they've landed. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, and as you exhale, allow the whole body to drop down, shoulders away from the ears, arms heavy and relaxed, the trunk of the body relaxing back now, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles and feet, becoming more and more relaxed with each natural breath. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, and as you exhale, allow the whole body to drop down now, shoulders away from the ears, arms are heavy and relaxed, the trunk of the body resting in the seat, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles and feet, and relax the neck now. Relax the back of the head. The tongue is soft in the mouth. The face is relaxed, and your eyes are shut tight. And just enjoy this moment of deep relaxation. And as you sit here, becoming more and more relaxed with each natural breath, I want you to take your focus to the soles of your feet and just notice the sensation there on the soles of your feet. And as you focus on the soles of your feet, I want you to imagine that they are resting in a puddle of colour, a colour that you can choose for yourself, a colour that brings calm and confidence and comfort to you. Just allow the soles of the feet to rest there. And as the soles of your feet rest in a puddle of colour, allow that colour now to wash over the top of the feet and around the ankles, so that your feet now are bathed in that lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen. And allow that colour now to swirl around the ankles, around the calves, around the knees, around the thighs, and around the waist, so that now half of you is bathed in that lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen. That colour that brings comfort and calm and confidence to you. And allow that colour now to swirl around the trunk of the body, around the shoulders, down the right arm, down the left arm and around each finger and thumb in turn. And now most of you is bathed in that lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen. And allow that colour to travel up the back of the neck, the back of the head, over the top of the head, down over the cheeks and the chin. And now you are completely bathed in that lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen. That colour that brings comfort and calm and confidence to you. And as you sit here, becoming more and more relaxed, with each natural breath, bathed in that lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen, I want you to imagine for yourself now being in this situation, and just listen to my words as you imagine yourself there. You're stood at the front of the room and you're presenting to a group. You notice you feel alert, aware, and engaging. You feel confident. There's a sense of enjoyment and anticipation. You feel solid and grounded like a tall oak tree in full bloom. Imagine that solidity. You're alert, aware, and engaging. You move with ease and connect with the audience. You invite questions and answer them easily. You notice you feel relaxed. You're engaging with the group because you're alert, aware, and engaging. It's easy for you to make eye contact with the audience when you speak, and your words are confident and articulate. You're able to smile when you present. You can imagine yourself smiling right now. Let yourself smile and enjoy that experience as you present your work. You present at a good, relaxed pace. You use the time wisely because you're alert, aware, and engaging. And you're thinking to yourself, I can do this. I am doing this, and I'm doing this with ease. I do know my stuff. Actually, I quite enjoy presenting. The audience are welcoming, and I feel encouraged. I'm alert, aware, and engaging. Generally in life now, I notice that I feel more confident in other situations. I trust that I am valued and have something to say. I seek out new opportunities more. In fact, I love giving presentations and engaging an audience. I am stood at the front of the room presenting to the group. I notice I feel alert, aware, and engaging. I feel confident. There's a sense of enjoyment and anticipation running through me. I'm alert, aware, and engaging. I feel like I'm solid and I'm grounded, like a tall oak tree in full bloom. Imagine feeling like a tall oak tree in full bloom. You're alert, aware, and engaging. When you move with ease and you connect with the audience. You invite questions and answer them easily. You're in the flow of presenting. You feel relaxed, alert, and aware. You make eye contact with the audience, and when you speak, your words are confident and articulate. You're even able to smile through the presentation. Imagine yourself presenting whilst you smile, enjoying the presentation. You present at a good, relaxed pace, and you use the time wisely because you're alert, aware, and engaging. And you're thinking to yourself, I can do this. I am doing this, and I'm doing this with ease. I do know my stuff. I really enjoy presenting. The audience are welcoming, and I feel encouraged. You're alert, aware, and engaging. And generally in life now, you notice that you're more confident. You trust that you're valued and that you have something to say. You seek out new opportunities more. And you notice that you love giving presentations and engaging with an audience. And as you sit here, becoming more and more relaxed with each natural breath, bathed in this lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen, the colour that brings confidence and calm to you. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye now, being in this situation, standing at the front of the room presenting, feeling like an oak tree, knowing your stuff, until you're outside of the room and life is going really well. Imagine that with all the detail you can put in. You can even smile as you imagine it. And as you sit here becoming more and more relaxed, with each natural breath, I want you to imagine this situation backwards. This time, I want you to visualize that you're outside of the room, feeling much more confident in life, and work your way backwards to being in the room, to thinking how well you've done, to connecting with the audience, to being an oak tree, to standing in front of the group, and put in all the sensations of having a really good experience. Really imagine yourself there, knowing your stuff, doing it well. And as you sit here becoming more and more relaxed, with each natural breath, bathed in that lovely comforting colour that you have chosen, colour that brings comfort and calm and confidence to you. I want you to trust that you have the capacity to do whatever it is you want to do in life. You have everything you need within you. And in a moment of doubt, you can always call upon the colour that you have chosen to remind you that you have everything you need. Trust in your own capacity to live life how you want to live it. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And as you exhale, allow the whole body to drop down now. Just enjoy this last moment of deep relaxation, bathed in that lovely, comforting colour that you have chosen. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, you will open your eyes and come slowly back into the space. And on 1, your feet are wanting to wake up now. You can wiggle your toes, move your ankles. On 2, you can stretch your legs, stretch your arms, wiggle your fingers, move the shoulders, move the body, move the head. And on 3, open your eyes slowly and come back into the space. And just remember, you've been in a different space for the last few minutes. Give yourself time to adjust to your surroundings and enjoy.